Hello and welcome to another weekly Stewards Wrap. My name's Cody Winnell. I'm joined as always by HRB Chairman of Stewards Nick Murray. G'day Nick.
G'day Cody.
Two items we're going to look at this week. The first, the Taplow fall, the unfortunate fall on Saturday night at Melton, Nick, and also a protest at Mildura on Friday on the first race. So we'll get straight into it. Saturday, the renowned silverware Taplow Stakes. Unfortunately, Nick, we saw a pretty bad fall. Armour Princess, Jason Lee going down, and almost unbelievably the two horses had already locked wheels at this point in Jiggy Rhythm, Josh Aiken, and 4B2 Zach Phillips, and they had nowhere to go once Armour Princess had gone down, and the resultant crash was pretty horrible stuff. How did the stewards see it, Nick?
Yeah, as you said, it was a very unfortunate incident that occurred around the final turn of the two-year-old fillies Taplow Stakes, and as you've alluded to, Josh Aiken's drive and Zach Phillips' drive, Jiggy Rhythm and 4B2 respectively, had already locked wheels as a result of Jiggy Rhythm, which had galloped, did place them in some difficulty, obviously being locked up when there was a resultant incident that occurred forward of those two runners, where Armour Princess, which was checked as a result of Soho Angel shifting out, that horse, Armour Princess, fell forward of the two runners that locked wheels and resulted in those respective drivers being dislodged from their sulkies.
We got Zach Phillips. An update on Zach. He broke his arm in the fall, and Jason and Josh, they escaped injury. No doubt they were sore because it was a pretty horrible looking fall, but they drove on. But update on Zach?
So Zach Phillips has actually got a broken left elbow, and fortunately for Jason Lee and Josh Aiken, they've both got general soreness. So unfortunately for Mr. Phillips, there'll be a bit of time on the sidelines for him. For
sure. And there was a resultant suspension out of the race as well, Nick. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, so Michael Stanley, the driver of Soho Angel, he was suspended from driving races for a period of 4 weeks due to that incident. The stewards found that he wasn't sufficiently clear of Armour Princess when shifting out around the final turn, causing contact to be made to that horse and it falling and resulting in a fall subsequently occurring behind, also with two drivers being dislodged behind Jason Lee, who was also dislodged from his sulky. Stewards took into account Mr. Stanley's good recent record under those rules, particularly causing interference in that he had not incurred a suspension for the previous 12 months. Also the high degree of interference that had occurred in this incident and the Group 2 status of the race.
Sure thing. Changing tack now, we move to Mildura, Nick, on Friday, and there was a protest in race 1. Zach Phillips on Rhaegar, he protested against the winner, Brian Sylvia, who drove El Slatsy. We'll roll the footage, Nick, and to my eyes side on, and to a lot of punters' eyes, it looks like the leader has rolled off a bit here at the top of the straight. The run comes for Zach on the inside, and then they get a bit tight. The outside horse appears to come in, the inside horse appears to come out a little bit, and obviously Brian Sylvia's horse holds on and wins just. How did the stewards see that one as we roll the footage?
Yeah, as you can see on the footage, Cody, it's clearly evident that El Slatsy shifts out after leading into the home straight. It presents a run to the inside for Rhaegar, which was second past the post, Mr. Phillips' drive. Stewards considered on that evidence they had available to them that there was initially insufficient room for Rhaegar to improve to the inside of the leader. However, after establishing that run, they considered that horse was inconvenienced for a short distance when placed in restricted room, passing the 100 metres. However, despite that, and based on the entirety of the evidence, stewards could not be sufficiently satisfied that but for that occurrence that Rhaegar would otherwise have beaten El Slatsy at the finish of the race, and therefore the protest was dismissed.
And you mentioned there, Nick, that it's obviously stewards can only act on the evidence that's available to them. In this instance, Mildura is a track which doesn't have a head-on camera at this stage?
No, currently it doesn't have a head-on in the home straight. We've only got the two camera angles, the main camera angle that you'll see on Sky Channel and the back straight camera down the back straight, but hopefully in the near future we'll have head-on cameras at all Victorian tracks.
Definitely, and keep the questions coming, punters and viewers. If you've got one, it's askthestewards@hrb.org.au, and we'll be hosting this video each week. Nick's happy to answer all those questions, so keep them coming, and thanks for watching.